Welcome back to Black Evolution, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Deb Game, and I have a very special topic. We're going to talk about Malcolm X and the lack of leadership in our current black leaders. Let's get into it. Hey, 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 hey. So, right now, I have a very special guest in the building. He is Mr. Entrepreneur. He is Mr. CEO. He is the job, Mr. Tyler, Kidd Klutch Productions. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing good, Dave. I'm glad to be on here. How are you?
I'm good, brother. It's good to be on here. So let's get into this topic, man. So let's talk about Malcolm X. One of the greatest black leaders that ever lived, a great speaker, orator, and teacher. Betrayed by his own people. And now new evidence has come up to show that the government's, the FBI's involvement with his assassination. How do you feel about learning this quote unquote new information?
Well, it's obvious it wasn't new information. We already knew this already, but what we got to get into is they keep saying they were behind it. Of course, they were behind it. We do that, but they're not the only lone assassin. Who pulled the trigger? And informants and stuff from the Nation of Islam. Like I've been saying for years, people been arguing me, so-called pro-black people been arguing me down with this mess. But I've been telling them, if the Nation is behind it, along with the FBI, let's not just say one person. There's many people behind it.
I agree with you on that. Well, I was gonna say that when it comes to the Nation of Islam and stuff like that, they have been saying this for years that we didn't kill Malcolm, the FBI did it. The FBI did it. There's some truth to that, but there's some falsehood because they trying to put all the blame on the FBI when it was clear it was both the FBI and the Nation of Islam doing the information.
Because it's like I always tell a person that let's say if I tell you to kill somebody, you tell somebody to kill. Yeah, I may have been behind it, but you pulled the trigger, so you still did it. That's not just, you can't just blame it on me. If I tell you to jump off a building, you can't say, well, you weren't responsible. You did it. You have a mind to act on your own.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. People have a mind to act on their own. They start to plot and plans and make moves and stuff like that. You may have gave the orders, but the person ultimately pulled the trigger, so they're ultimately responsible. But also, they're both equally responsible. So this is not new information. This is old information, but now it's been confirmed by that dead NYPD officer talking about, we were in charge of this, we were in charge of that. My thing is, why did you wait until your deathbed to say all this? Why didn't you say it when you were alive? You're going to wait until your deathbed to say this. It's a shame.
That's similar to the lady that lied on Emmett Till. She waited to, I think before, years later to really admit that she lied, right? Which we already knew anyway. Just confirmation.
Yep. We already knew all this information. So that's what happens when it comes to that. The whole Malcolm X situation is a great leader, one of the greatest black leaders that ever lived, but he was betrayed by his own people, and it still stands. The Nation of Islam was still behind it, and that the FBI may have had some influence, but ultimately it was the Nation of Islam who committed the act.
And I think the Nation, I'm not going to say played Malcolm X, but I think they ultimately deceived him. There were a lot of things going on that he didn't know that they did.
Yep.
If he found out, they didn't like it.
Yep. They said, keep quiet. You better keep quiet. He didn't keep quiet. So they tried to assassinate her, or did assassinate her, with the FBI's informants and everything. So let's go into the next topic, which is our current black leadership. Now, you got some detractors who say, these fake pro-black people, I like to call them, who say, well, they're not doing enough. Our current leadership is not doing enough. Why they ain't doing enough, brother? Sharpton's a sellout. Benjamin Crump's a sellout. All these people are sellouts. They're not really pro-black. They're not really for the people. But these same pro-black people will not do anything. What are your thoughts on that, brother?
You and I have a discussion on this all the time, and it's basically, what I'm going to echo what I always say is, the so-called pro-black people, they're not pro-black leaders. They're just as responsible for a lot of things that go on as the white supremacists. They want to blame people like Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump because they're jealous of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're jealous of their position. But the pro-blacks, they're not going to do anything because they're too lazy to do anything. They really don't want to do anything but yell and act up about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes back to what I always say too. You and I, when we do stuff. I made a petition. I did a petition about a month ago. And a lot of those same ones that say they pro-black and this and that, they were kind of the first ones that I sent the petition to sign.
Mm-hmm.
Some didn't respond, some act like they was going to sign it, and some complained about it. Mm-hmm. So basically, at the point to where you just playing games, you bullshit everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like guys like Umar Johnson, you keep saying all this and that. You're coming up with some good ideas and stuff, but you're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not putting any action. All you're doing is telling people to donate to your school. What are you going to step up and do what you got to do?
Yep.
And that's what I ask people, pro-black. What are you going to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I asked them too. Then most of the time they can't answer the question. They hide behind the white man, saying, "Oh, it's the white man's fault. The white man's doing this. The white man's doing that. It's the white man. It's the white man, brother. He won't allow us to do." No, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's the question. What do you want? But they can't even give you a simple answer on what they want. They don't even know what they want. So how are they gonna tell you what they're gonna do?
Yep.
That's what I tell people is. People just want to complain.
Yep. They don't want to take action. I tell people, if you complain, you're gonna stay the same. If you keep complaining about a situation and you don't do nothing about it, you just keep complicit in that situation. You gotta talk about the situation.
Then you have a lot of these people. They only want to complain when it's convenient to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a lot of these people. I say they tell everybody to vote, but when after they vote, what do they do after that?
Yep.
Nothing. You complicit too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get too content. That's the difference between like with I think the 50s and out. People weren't in the 60s. People weren't content. You have a lot of people now, they're just content. They complain about the same stuff, but they don't want to do anything to change it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these black leaders, they'll tell you the same thing. They'll tell you like the thing with police brutality and all this. It's all about laws. There are laws that legalize this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't want to get to. They want to keep saying, why does this keep happening? You know why it's happening.
Yep.
You pretend to act like you don't know why it's happening. You don't want to change it. You just want to complain about it.
Mm-hmm. And then they always want to wear the dashikis and wear all this stuff. And just, I'm pro-black, brother. We need to stand up to the system, brother. We need to do this, brother. And when it comes time to do something, they don't want to do nothing. They want to sit there and be quiet.
Just like with Black History Month, they raise hell about Black History Month. They need to be every day. So white people talk about it, this and that. What are you going to do to make it every day?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You want to wear your dashikis and your African attire during February, but what are you going to do other than that?
Yep. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to sit up there and wear the dashikis all day and claim I'm pro-black and I'm African and this and that. When it comes time to implement laws or implement change, they don't want to do nothing. They want to sit there and be quiet. and say that the white man is going to be infiltrating their movements and stuff like that, when they know good and damn well that historically that it's been black people that have been infiltrating. But then when they want to complain, when they try to bring people together to fight against white supremacy, they will be like, oh, the white man going to infiltrate. The white man going to infiltrate. What you mean the white man going to infiltrate? It's mostly black people infiltrating, and that's the problem. So yeah, this is all I'd say on these topics. Any of your real closing thoughts, my brother?
Well, my closing thoughts on this is basically what I always say is, if you do better, you'll do better, and if you want better, you'll strive for better. And that's how I'm going to end it.
Yep, I'm gonna say this: Malcolm X, great leader, phenomenal speaker, one of the greatest pro-black leaders that ever lived. Did something about it, betrayed by his own people. Now we know for certain that the FBI had a hand in this assassination. I will say this about.
I want to add to that too. I'm sorry. I want to add something else to that. People keep saying, a lot of these same people that sit here and say they put Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they would have been living during their time, they would have hated them. And the same thing with Martin Luther King. They said a lot of white people hated him, but more black people hated him. They said Martin Luther King had a lower approval rating than Donald Trump. And you know that's low.
Yep.
And his daughter said it during his birthday weekend. She said those same ones that's claiming that they love my father is the same ones that hated him when he used to lie. They want to cancel him. Yeah. And they keep talking about cancel culture. He was the original person canceled.
Yep.
For his death, he was depressed. He's fighting for the poor workers. The night before his death.
Yep. Yeah, same people.
Forget.
Yeah, people also tend to get that. Oh, people they say they love Malcolm. They still love Malcolm. Well, you say love Malcolm. Why did you allow the assassination to happen? Also, why did you allow them to get away with it for so many years and fall under quote unquote protection and not investigate? Why did you allow?
The same thing with Nipsey Hussle too.
Yep.
People they sit here and say they love Nipsey, they ain't support his music or nothing when he died. I know that for a fact.
Yep.
Half of these people before he died, they ain't even know who Nipsey Hussle was, or they never heard his music. I think it's the fakest thing I've seen.
Yep. They say, "Oh, I was great Nipsey Hussle. Oh, with Nipsey Hussle." But then they listen to his music, don't know who he was or nothing.
And the same thing with Kobe Bryant. I want to go on too. A lot of these same people, they sit here, I see they advocating for him being the logo in the league. And Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins, they made the point. They said, if you really think about it, this one is in the subject if he was alive. And that's what's so bad. Why people wait till black people die and they want to honor them?
Yep.
Honor them while they're alive.
Yep. They don't want to do that. They sit up there and they complain about the situation. Is, oh, I was with this person, I was with that person. You know, you weren't. If you were, you would have been supporting them. But my closing thoughts on this, in terms of our black leadership, we need strong black leadership, real black leaders. We have real black leaders.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We have it. The people just don't want to follow it. They want to complain about it.
Yep.
That's the problem. We have those already.
Yep.
Question is, do you want to follow them or do you not? Or you want to keep following these cold woke ones like Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Cornel West, and them other one. Yep. Or keep following them, or you want to follow the right leader.
Yep.
That's been doing it, know what they're doing, know how to get things done.
Yeah, instead of just complaining about the situation. Don't complain about the situation, we're going to stay the same. Listen to real black leaders who know what they're talking about, know what they're doing.
And also, too, I want to get on these people. I want y'all hearing, people keep hearing on the news, Antifa and Black Lives Matter being called out, and you don't have too many people out here defending them. Why is that? You need to start defending those groups because they've been on the front lines when nobody is looking. Marching and stuff and trying to get things done. And with the Omar Johnsons, the Tariq Nasheed's been doing nothing.
They've been silent and quiet.
Yeah. Well, they've been on their Instagram running their mouth about other stuff and got people riled up and they ain't talking about this stuff. if they actually join and did what they were supposed to do, we're gonna be in this mess.
Yeah. So my closing thoughts is follow the real black leaders, not the fake black leaders. Be really woke, know what the agendas are. Listen to his outro music.